Okay, so here we have a Garcia Winch. It's the third generation, but should be similar to the first and second gen. What I usually do is I have tape and I tape the end of the line on the reel so it doesn't come out when I take the spool out. So you'll want to grab some tape and tape the line. First thing I do is I loosen the drag and the brakes, so then it doesn't have that pressure when you're trying to oil or clean it. So yep, I'm going to loosen the drag, loosen the tension, and put the number side for the braking all the way down to 0. And to take out the side plate, what you'll have to do is unscrew the top thing here, unscrew it, press it out, slide the plate, and it comes right off. Simple. And let me show you guys. That's how the plate looks like. There you'll see the brakes, and that's the spool. It comes right out once you take the side plate out. Inside there you can see I have a bunch of gunk and dust and dirt, and that's what you'll want to clean. First thing we'll do is take out the tension knob. Go ahead and unscrew it all the way. There's going to be some pieces, so make sure you don't drop it. Pieces inside of the tension spool once you unscrew it. Okay. Usually it's sitting inside of it. And that's how it looks like in there with the tension taken off. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'll try to move this handle so you guys can see it. Okay, and first thing we do is clean it with the reel cleaner. And what I use is I use the Ardent cleaning kit from Bass Pro. It's a kit that comes with the spray, toothbrush, a few Q-tips, oil, and the grease. What I usually do is I spray down the toothbrush, and then once I get it wet, I go and I try to brush off all the gunk and all the dirt and whatever's inside of the shell of the reel. So you just go ahead and you just brush away the dirt and all the dirty stuff. Usually if you keep your reels real clean, and you don't drop it in the water, or you don't you just keep it clean. Usually when you open it up, it's pretty clean itself already, unless you're a hardcore fisherman and you treat your reels badly. But I've only had this reel for about a good year, and it looks pretty clean inside. And I'll follow up with a Q-tip. After that, I go ahead and I clean the side plate. I spray a little bit of that cleaner. Some people use alcohol. I use the reel cleaner. But yeah, you basically just kind of Q-tip the inside and get rid of the dirt or all the debris or whatever that might be on there, and just get all the places that or the tight spots that you can't really get into. And wipe it down. Make sure wipe it down and dry it. What I do next is I do the same thing. Grab another Q-tip and spray it a few times, and then I clean the spool on the both of the sides. Usually they're not as dirty, but I go ahead and I clean it anyways. and I go back in, clean the inside of the tension knob. Try to get all that dirt or that oil and grease out of there, all the old stuff. And once I get to this point, I grab a new Q-tip, and this is where we go ahead and start oiling. This is the real butter, if you can see, ardent real oil. Got it at Bass Pro. You can probably get it at any other fishing shop or whichever sporting store you guys have. And I know there's other brands out there too, but this is the one I have. First thing, I'll just take a dip and I'll dip the outside side of the spool. Try to get the inside, and I do the same thing for the other side. Just get all the spots down there to get it oiled down. And then I grab the side plate and I get in the inside, in the middle of the side plate, get oil down, and then I oil the side of the breakings. And then I grab a dip or two of more oil, and I start oiling the tension. Dip right into the middle of the tension, and once I do that, I turn it over and I oil the inside of the reel, where you can see that I'm doing now. You don't need too much oil, just a drop or two, just to get it oiled, and then I just kind of wipe it down, get rid of all the oil. And then after that, we just go ahead and forgot to clean this, so I'm gonna clean the knob real quick. And just kind of wipe it down. Wipe down whatever dirt or oil. Put the spool back. Make sure it's locked in place. Then I put the side plate back. Make sure. I haven't opened this side plate for a while, but yep. And then you just screw it away. Screw it nice and tight so the side plate will stay on. And put the tension knob back. And there's one of the pieces that fell off from it that I'm putting back. So that's why in the beginning I said be careful, because that one piece might fall off. It's like a flat. It's a flat aluminum piece. And then just screw on the tension knob. Once I get that screwed in, kind of hard with all that drag and reel handle in the way. Then I tighten the drag. Once I tighten the spool, and once I've tightened the drag, I go ahead and reel it. Click on the release, and then I spin the spool, make sure it's nice and smooth. And release some tension and try to see if it's smooth as I release the clicker, and then reel it again and make sure that everything is alright when I put everything back. Then I just wipe it down. But that's one of the spray they use. It's the real cleaner that came with the kit. I usually spray the cloth that comes with it, or a napkin or something, and just kind of wipe it down. And so after I wipe it down, or you can do this before wiping the oil down, but this is when you put the grease on the gear, and that's where you want to put the grease, right on top of where the line spool goes. Just, I don't usually put too much. I put like a good drop or two if I can get it in there. And once I get it in there, I slowly reel and let the grease get into the gears, and I try to get the end as well. Just one little tad drop. Once I get that in there, that's a little bit too much, but I usually try to get the grease across all the gears. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.